welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Circle of the Moon. I'm your host, Brightroar, and today we are climbing the Abyss Stairway. I leveled up once when we were gone, so that was what that little info box was there for. And let's get to it. We've got two new enemies already off the bat, the Slime and the Axe Armor. Axe Armors are kind of cool. I mean, they throw axes at you, and that's not very cool, but man, walking, hulking suits of armor, that's pretty badass. There's just info stats, pretty weak. Just use the holy water on them, or, you know, even whip them. And, you know, they go down pretty quick. Leather armor, that increases our defense to 180, and we collect another HP upgrade. So, great, we are off to a fantastic start on the Abyss Stairway. We won't be staying here for too long. We're gonna climb up that and go to a different section of the castle. It gets a little more confusing, but don't worry. I played through this area hundreds of times. I know where I'm going. And we're gonna enter the second part. This just has some boneheads and stuff, and I did something a little silly here. I wanted to see if I could whip this guy while I was standing on the crumbling platform, which, by the way, looks pretty sweet. It worked once, then it didn't work the other time, so, you know, you win some, you lose some. That's just how the cookie crumbles, or platform, for that matter. Anyways, we're going up, fighting some more gremlins and stuff. Gremlins! I remember something from my childhood. Gremlins. Back down in the catacombs, there was a room where the gremlins came out, and, I remember always just sitting there, whipping those guys, just whipping them over and over, because somehow the logic in my little kid brain mind said, I don't have to go back and forth to fight enemies, I can just fight them here. Unfortunately, gremlins are only worth about 2 XP, so that was a pretty dumb plan. Anyway, new skeleton, new goddamn skeleton soldier. They're total fucking pussies, and they're worthless. We won't have a problem with them. All we gotta do is just slide on through and make our way up. Now we're gonna be getting our second sub-weapon here, one of two we're gonna see today. The Axe. The Axe is a pretty cool weapon, it only costs 2 hearts, flies in a little arc, and has pretty moderate strength. Unfortunately, you can only have 2 on the screen at one time, so I guess that kind of balances it out. I remember not really using that because we're about to get a better sub-weapon in just a bit through Triumph Hallway. But the Axe is very good for at least 2 bosses, I believe. And we can use it on the one coming up in this video, but I don't because I've got a better weapon. But anyways, practical application of the Axe to take out these fleamen. Can't stand fleamen or hoppers because they're so goddamn erratic. Just hopping around, I can't get their pattern down, and I don't know what's up with that. I really don't. Alright, we collected a wristband right here, so that'll increase our strength a little bit, which is always good. We need to do more damage so we can finish off enemies faster. And just moving on through Triumph Hallway. We got some Will-O-Wisp right here. They're just chilling out. They're pretty cool, but we're gonna have to ruin their day by whipping them. You know, that's just how it goes. You're a monster, well, Nathan Graves is gonna wreck your shit, man. Alright, so we got a flame armor here. Now, this guy's pretty tough. He's got 160 HP, whipping and axing ain't doing shit. So we're gonna whip out the crucifix, the cross, the boomerang, whatever you call it. It is bad ass. With a capital B. And maybe an A. It goes down fast and we gain a level. Yeah, so the cross is probably the best sub-weapon all around. They cost 6 hearts, you can have 3 on the screen I believe at one time. It might be 6, I'm not positive. And it really, if you throw it at the right distance from the enemy, it just sits on the enemy and just hits it 3 or 4 times, and when you're doing 9 damage, you know, 27, multiply that by 3, that's like, what, 81 damage? That's pretty crazy, if you think about it. And assuming we're going to be getting more levels, of course, it's only going to get stronger. And that's why the cross, crucifix, or boomerang is the best sub-weapon in the game. No contest. another axe armor, and another MP upgrade. MP upgrades are cool. They'll be more useful once we use the DSS, and we're going to be doing that in this episode too, because I picked up the Serpent card from the Earth Demon a while back, and that's a pretty cool card. You get to see actually some pretty cool stuff with it, also some silly stuff. And I saw this axe armor right here, and I'm like, I'm going to get this guy, and bam! You see that? His axe, he was out for revenge. He was out for revenge. Another heart upgrade, like I said, those are important, and it's even better because that one was just right on the open, right there, just waiting for me to grab it. Now enter the electric skeleton. These guys are bastards to the utmost degree. Your whip is just too short to hit them before they attack, and your animation frames are too long to get them. They have what, like 2 animations, and then that shock flies through the ground, so you'll never hit them if you just run up to them. You gotta jump over them, and for whatever reason I never realized that back when I was a kid, and now, so they've always been kind of jerks to me. Going up on the outer wall is a very small area, and we probably won't be coming back here soon. We're going to activate our DSS, the Mercury and Serpent combo, for some freezing fun. That's right, with the Mercury and Serpent we can freeze enemies and use them as platforms, so as real Super Metroid-like, and if you don't believe me, well, just take a look at this in a little bit, once we get through these skeleton bombers. Up here are the lovable brain floats, and these fantastic creatures can be frozen and used as platforms to reach new areas. Essentially, they are the Rippers of Castlevania, so you know. Circle of the Moon copied a shit ton out of Super Metroid, and that's a good thing, because Super Metroid is a fun game. And we're gonna go up here, more electric skeletons. I cannot stand those guys. They're so annoying. They're terrible, and I'll be back for them. I tell you what. They're gonna get theirs one day. One day! Another HP upgrade. Never fills our health too, same thing with the MP upgrade. I guess that's kind of useful if you're lacking health and you don't have a save point, because they're kind of spread out, and you know, just having that health right there really does help.